It's me, Larissa, and I'm back to talk about Mole's Best Friend! That's my game. Mole's Best Friend is a cozy point-and-click adventure game about a routine-abiding mole named Topo and his best friend Scrunch, who is a rebellious young beetle, who live together on the planet Little Pebble. One day, Topo and Scrunch have an explosive argument, and Scrunch disappears, and it's up to Topo to track Scrunch down, face his fears, and save the planet in the process. September was really productive for me because I got a lot of stuff done in regard to polishing and improving my prototype. So this month I really focused on animation. You might remember my video I made a few months back where I was complaining a lot about how hard animation is. Well, I guess I like suffering because I really got into animating this month. I think PAX really energized me, and some feedback I got there was to sell the vision, so work on like everything that you want the game to look like and be, and not make it so much about like finishing the game, but like sell the vision first so people are invested, and then you can work on the game. So I feel like I'm doing both, but I think I took sell the vision to heart, and that's what made me want to like jump into animating more, because I want this to feel like a really immersive and engaging interactive world. I animated tadpoles bobbing up and down in the creek, and I also animated Topo's next door neighbor, the gecko. And I'm really loving both of them, actually, both of these animations, and I think I'm developing a better workflow for animation so it's less painful for me. I also polished some backgrounds, obviously still work in progress, but the game is starting to feel a lot more cohesive. So in my last video I was talking about how I'm having trouble with marketing and things like that, which I'm still like not super on top of, I don't think, but because I was doing so much animation work, I felt that I had more content to post, especially like work in progress things for like TikTok and Instagram Reels. I was just posting short form content videos, and I got like a handful of followers through that, so that's exciting. People interested in the game. I held a name contest on my TikTok and Instagram where I asked people to name the gecko. There were like 78 names submitted, and I had people vote in a poll on my Instagram story. Whoever had submitted the winning name wins a free Mole's Best Friend sticker, and I'm gonna mail those out this week. I guess there's always a chance you could get, you know, like a Bodie McBoatface situation, but that didn't happen with me. The winning name was Gertie. Here's a pep talk as a solo game dev, or just a creative person in general. You don't even have to be creative, just someone who's trying to pursue something, anything at all. You have some sort of goal that you want to reach. Most people deal with imposter syndrome, or at least it feels like most people deal with imposter syndrome. It feels like everyone's talking about that all the time. And I feel like you gotta have a growth mindset. And a growth mindset is something where you're trying something, and instead of just being like, oh, I suck at this, I'm gonna give up, I'm not gonna get any better, you think, I'm gonna improve. If I keep trying, I'll make it. I'll get there. And even if I don't get to be the best, the most amazing person at this one thing, at least I am better than I was before. So you've gotta have a growth mindset. I think that's very applicable to solo game development. Because you have to work towards so many things by yourself. It's easy to be like, well, I've never animated before, or I've never coded before, I've never collaborated with anyone before, I've never uploaded anything to Steam, I've never done, how am I gonna do that? Well, there's so many resources out there to help you and to like guide you. There's like so many communities of people that have so much knowledge that they wanna share information with you, and the only way to overcome imposter syndrome is to just push through whatever you're going through and see where you end up, because A true imposter is someone who doesn't do the thing that they say they're doing, right? An imposter is someone who is fooling everyone. But if you're actively working towards a goal, you're not an imposter. You're trying to get there. And no one is like born a game dev. No one is born an amazing artist or like musician or programmer. You gotta work towards it. Sometimes you are your harshest critic, sure, but also like celebrate even your little wins as a game dev or whatever you're doing. For example, I'm such a noob when it comes to game development, and my win for this past week was I figured out action areas. So if you walk into a certain area, the tadpoles rise out of the creek, and if you walk away from that area, the tadpoles go back down underwater. And I was so thrilled about this. And share it. Share it with people. Say, look what I did. And if there's someone out there who's like, well, that's not that impressive, whatever. Who cares? At least you're happy about it. And maybe other people will be happy for you that you were able to do that. So that's my pep talk for today, is just do it. It doesn't matter if it's any good. You just have to try. And then you'll get better. Grow every day. Be a lifelong learner. Okay? Have a great rest of your week, and tell me what you're working on in the comments. Let me know. What's your project? What are you working towards? And what's your little win? That's what I want to know. Okay. Thank you. Bye.